everyone, I'm Cheryl Mahoney and I blog at marveloustales.com. I usually talk about books and writing, and lately I've been talking a little bit about picture books because I have a 5-month-old, so we've been reading a lot of picture books. He's not paying that much attention yet, he's just starting to get there, but I enjoy reading them. So right now I'm mostly reviewing, these are the books that I as a grown-up enjoy reading to my baby. Maybe eventually I'll be able to share what books he likes, but it's a little early to tell. So today I wanted to talk about 2 books by Marcia Diane Arnold, Roar of a Snore and Prancing Dancing Lily. I couldn't remember if it was Dancing Prancing or Prancing Dancing. Same thing either way. So these are a couple of fun books that both have a cool concept to them, and I enjoy reading. I think I've read Roar of a Snore like 4 times in the last week, and bear in mind right now, I get to choose the books. The baby's not choosing them yet. So there's some good, it's still entertaining even when you're repeating it, which will be helpful someday if baby decides this is the one he wants to read every night before bed, So the concept of this one is straightforward enough. The Huffle family is all asleep. It's late at night, except for Jack, who is wide awake because he hears a very loud snore, a mighty snore, a clamorous snore, a thunderous, ear-splitting roar of a snore. So there's some fun, sounds to read here. As the story goes on, basically he goes around to everyone in the house and wakes them up to see if they're the one making the snore. Starts with the dog, he goes and gets, I assume his mother, grandmother? I don't know, Mama Gwen. Probably mother, since there doesn't seem to be another mother character. They go around and none of them are the ones making the snore. The snore still roars. And you start adding up. It becomes one of these sort of memory games where you keep adding another person and another person and another person. So the whole thing rhymes, or most of it rhymes as they're going along. It rhymes. Sweet baby Sue slept one door down. Her high-pitched snore made whistling sounds. It's actually not the best of rhymes, but it has that rhythm and that rhyme. And I always enjoy reading the rhythm and rhyme ones for some reason. They're just a more fun thing. But they also have the repeated thing where they keep saying, wake up, name, and stop that snore. The person woke up, the snore still roared, and then everybody went searching. And it keeps adding more name after another after another. They get the whole household together. They even go out to the barn until we finally end up with, so Blue and Jack and Mama Gwen and Baby Sue and Papa Ben and Josie Joe and Jenny Lynn and sheep and goat and cow and hens went searching. And twist ending surprise, the snore is a tiny little kitten up in the hayloft. And they end up deciding, we're gonna let little cat sleep and we'll all just pile in together. I can't say that I actually advise sleeping with your cow, but all right, it's a picture book. It's the kind of thing you do in a picture book. And they all go to sleep and they all add their sounds. And a great snore goes through the night and is heard by the poor girl down the way. So there's almost that little bit of you think the story is over, but wait, there could be a sequel. It's super cute. It's fun to read. It's very fast paced because it all rhymes and rhythms. I think when he gets big enough, my baby's going to enjoy the idea of the snore. Right now, I don't do a lot of snore sounds, but I could see that coming somewhere down the line, which I may or may not enjoy. We'll have to see how that turns out. But I enjoy the rhyme of it. I enjoy that building of the names until it becomes this fun little rhythm rhyme thing going on. And it's just a funny concept of going around and seeing everybody snoring and trying to figure out where this big, loud snore is coming from. Maybe it also appeals to me because I still have a baby. So being awake at night because there's sounds possibly hits me in a very particular personal place. He doesn't snore so much, but sometimes babies are loud in the night. So that is a fun one. Prancing Dancing Lily is also pretty cute. It's about a cow who wants to dance. So this one has a more complex storyline, really, and a little more of a lesson to it, and a little bit of geography even. there's a bit of a map here. So Prancing Dancing Lily is in, I want to say, Wisconsin, and I think it says somewhere in here. And see, her Mamu and her Gramu were the cow leaders, the bell leaders who led all the cows home from the pasture. And that means that Lily is supposed to inherit this important, apparently hereditary role. Unfortunately, whenever they get called in from the pasture to the barn, Lily just goes dancing and prancing about the field, and it gets everybody mixed up, and they're all like, well, if someday she's leading us, we're really going to be in trouble. And Lily's worried about this. And so she decides, well, she sees a notice about dancing. So she goes into town and decides that she writes a note that says, "My dear Mamu and the herd too, I'm off to find a place for me and a dance that fits me perfectly." So that's what the rest of the story is she keeps going and trying to dance in different places. Her little notes rhyme. The rest of the book does not, which is not quite as much fun, but that's okay. It's still a good storyline. So she goes and tries to square dance, but she gets mixed up. She circles right when she should have circled left, and chaos ensues. She goes to New York and joins the Rockettes at Christmas, because why not? But she kicks too high and hits the Christmas tree lights, and this kind of becomes a repeated thing. One thing I like about it is that everyone is really nice to Lily. I mean, for one thing, they're apparently happy to have a cow come dance with them. Sure, in this world, apparently that's normal. And no one, there's never a scene where they get upset with her for messing things up. It's more just, well, I tried that and that didn't work, so now I'm going to go on and try something else. Which in itself is a nice message of persevering and trying. And it's okay if you don't succeed at something, just, try another one. She goes on a cruise. She accidentally kicks the chocolate mousse, which I explained to my baby. They mean the dessert, not a mousse. And that's, for example, they all wish her well and say that they hope she'll find her right dance. So she ends up dancing all across the world, and there's a little bit of multicultural stuff going on here where you see a few different dances that she's trying, until finally, just when she's getting discouraged, she encounters a conga line, and she realizes this is my answer. And so she goes back home and she tells the farmer, it is bell cows in Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin. She tells them that she's got it figured out, and she teaches them all how to do the conga, and then they prance and dance their way behind Lily when they're heading back to the barn, because she found her right dance. So it's a cute little story. There's not a lot of character development aside from Lily. It's kind of passing characters otherwise, but Lily is fun, and I like the message of trying to find her special dance, which of course can be metaphorical for all kinds of things, about finding your place and finding your purpose and finding out how you fit in the world and finding your talent. I mean, it can really be extrapolated to a lot of life lessons, actually, taken as a metaphor. And I like that she found her answer, and I particularly like that she went out into the world, found it, and then came back home again. It wasn't one or the other. She didn't go out into the world and realize, well, I found a new place I belong, which is a perfectly good story too, but it's a different story. She also didn't realize, oh, the answer was at home all along. I love The Wizard of Oz, but I also always felt like, for heaven's sake, Dorothy, get out of your own backyard. Go to Oz. Oz is amazing. Different story. So I like that she went out into the world and found something and then brought it back home. That's pretty nice too. So, 2 cute books I would recommend. I'd give the edge to Roar of a Snore. This one's more fun to read because of the rhymes, and it's a funny thing about the snore everywhere. Although a dancing cow is kind of funny too. So this one's fun too. Those are both by Marcia Diane Arnold, different illustrators. This one's Pierre Pratt, I don't know, and John Manders. So pretty good artwork in both. I like it. I'm more of a word person, at least at this point. We'll see what happens when my baby gets older. He might really like the pictures. I enjoy the words, so that's mostly what I focus on right now. and also because he has limited attention span, so we don't spend a lot of time pausing to look at the pictures. We keep reading. So maybe you or a child would enjoy these. I think they're probably fun for kids. Mine's too young to really judge, but they're fun as the adult who's reading them. Thanks for watching. You can find out more about me at marvelous tales.com.